Okay, so you might wonder what happened to Ann Lawson's husband. Why is he not buried with her? We're in a town of Guyandotte, West Virginia, where her husband is buried at. It's a small little cemetery, about an acre. It's a revolutionary cemetery. And back in the far corner is his gravesite. And as we approach his gravesite, you'll see some similarities between Anthony Lawson's grave and Ann Lawson's grave. It has the same type of ironwork around it, and it's got the same headstone. Now on it reads 1788 to 1849, sacred in the memory of Anthony Lawson. Anthony Lawson of Logan was born in Northumberland, England, on the 31st of October, who on his return trip from, you can't make it out, it just has a P there, the corner edge is broken off, but what that says, on his return trip from Philadelphia, departed his life at Guyandotte. Anthony Lawson was a trader. At first, he had a trading post in Logan, and he went to Philadelphia to trade some fur and ginseng. Well, on his way back, he had cholera, and he had to be in his late 60s. So he wouldn't have been making the trip all by himself, but he died here in Guyandotte. Now there's some discrepancies in the tombstone surrounding his death. It says from 1788, according to his parish records, he was born in 1785. And that's nothing suspicious, because records back in that day, were hard to keep and hard to track. But it also states that the year of death was 1849. And that's inaccurate as well. According to obituaries in newspapers, and according to his son's diary or journal that he kept, it said that he died in, it's stated that he died in 1847. 2:25, doesn't say AM or PM, on May 20th of 1847. And that was written from his son's diary. And in some of the newspapers that listed his obituary as in 1847. So the headstone is inaccurate. With that being said, if he died in 1847 of May, then the one legend that goes that he came home from the Christmas party and talked to his wife, and she told him who had killed her. That's inaccurate, because he was dead in May of 1847, and she died in December. Some local discrepancies about that, so who knows. But at least now, we know where she's buried at and he's buried at. And that concludes this little trip. Though it's a little bumpy and jumpy around, but hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you're never truly lost. You're just on another West Virginia adventure.